Morning, sunshines. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do with my day. I have spent entirely too much time trying to figure out my stupid hair. It's kind of been a challenge this morning. I want to do something different with it. I just don't know what I want to do. I usually go have it cut at Floyd's, but lately the last couple times I've had it done, I wanted to get a pixie cut last time, and when I went in, the girl that did it exactly the way that it was. I showed her a picture of what I wanted, and then I get done, and it's exactly the same except shorter. It's exactly the same as my old haircut except shorter. And it's so short that I couldn't do anything with it. And then I came home from getting it cut, and my housemate Stormy was like, "Why did she make you look like a boy?" Great. I look like a boy. So, I don't know. So I just kind of like messed with it. I don't know. I still think I want to do a pixie thing. And I'm trying to get like, I don't know, somebody else to cut my hair. I got different references, and I called somebody yesterday, and they haven't called me back yet. So I don't know. I don't know. It's not like it's a serious life issue, but it's bothersome, and I burned my forehead because I decided to get my curling iron out. Kayla's calling. I gotta go. Bye. So the great world problem has been solved, I think. I mean, almost solved. The person I called yesterday about my hair called me back. So I have a consult with her on Wednesday at 4:30. She sounded like a very pleasant lady. Very pleasant older lady. So I'm going to go meet with her. You know, it's hilarious when I say stuff like that, older lady, because I'm an older lady. And you know, it just that fact always escapes me. You know, I always still feel like I'm like 14 or 15 years old. I don't know why. So, you know, but she sounded like a lady older than myself. I don't know. Anyway, so she's gonna meet with me on Wednesday at 4:30, and I told her kind of my story, my history, my sad hair history, about how I can't get any kind of satisfaction from Floyd's barbershop anymore. And I wanted a certain cut, and she's like, "Well, come on over and we'll look at it and we'll see what we can do." And I'm like, "Awesome. Thanks ma'am." So I'll go do that. I'm currently making chicken noodle soup for dinner, so it smells amazing. I'll take you up there and I'll show you. Hold up real quick. How am I going to do this? Because for some reason it's not giving me the option to flip it. Hold up. I'm going to have to stop this and start it again. Hold up. Okay, alright, so we're going to go look at the chicken noodle soup. And poor Stormy's sleeping. Okay, turn that down. So here's the chicken noodle soup. I think this is the smallest batch of chicken noodle soup I've made in the history of me making chicken noodle soup. It smells amazing. I wish you guys could smell it. And I got this kind of pasta. It has to thaw before I can actually put it in there. So it's almost thawed. Okay, I'm just gonna let that sit there. Put this lid back on. Evening, lovelies. I'm back. Just finished doing dishes after dinner. It's delicious. My chicken noodle soup ended up delicious, just like it always does. Stormy was like, thank you, that was delicious. I'm like, thanks, it's one of my specialties. She's like, I could tell. So then I went up and I made myself some chai latte, some spiced chai latte with some yummy creamer in it. Yummy creamer. I feel like I've had a hankering all day for hot beverages. So I didn't want coffee so close to bed. But I almost feel like just because chai tea has black tea in it. And black tea, I think the caffeine is stronger than coffee. Aw shit. Oh well, that's all good. So yeah, dinner turned out really nicely. It was really good. You know, I kind of had some disheartening news this morning. And, you know, I mean, I guess in the grand scheme of things, it's not, I need to stop obsessing about my damn hair. Sorry. I'm just not going to look at it anymore. Anyways, in the grand scheme of things, I guess it's not that huge a deal. But, found out this morning that, Brian Scott's Reality Revolution Facebook group page. I mean, Facebook had taken it down, and so that was upsetting. You know, I kind of I guess I rely on it a little bit. You know, it's always nice to go to the page and just read over the things that people are posting, and you know, get some daily inspiration and just different, you know, techniques and tools by which to, you know, continue the journey and the transformation that is myself. You know, it's nice to have that. And so it was kind of sad that it wasn't there. I went to his YouTube channel and he had put that he had put a public comment that he had no idea why it was taken down. He didn't receive it, him nor the moderators received any kind of notification or explanation. He said that there was never like a 3 strikes you're out kind of thing, like warnings along the way, and that it just was taken down. And so that it upset me. I mean, censorship is something that bothers me a lot, and the fact that, and it seems like, I mean, I'm gonna really try and perceive it differently, but my perception seems to be that it goes by without even a glance, even a second glance. I know that the people in my group, you know, really not happy about it, as was I not happy about it. But I mean, it just seems like the status quo is, let's keep our heads buried in the sand and not complain about anything or talk out against the status quo, so that we don't have to worry about censorship, or we don't have to worry about not having a voice. I mean, I guess if you don't speak out, then you don't have to worry about being silenced. You know, it kind of like takes me back to this this song, one of my favorite songs, by Michael Card, called God's Own Fool. Kind of reminds me of that whole thing. I used to, when I was a Christian, and I used to go to church every Sunday with my husband and my kids, my ex-husband and my kids, I used to do the special music. Sometimes I would, well, oftentimes I would be asked to do the special music, and so I would sing that song sometimes, because it's one of my favorite songs. It's a lovely song, and you know, it just kind of, you know, you speak out against things that, like, current agendas and current interests, and you know, what our culture and society dictates we do. If you speak out against any of that, then the people around you, like even your close friends and family, look at you like, or accuse you of being crazy or idiots or foolish. And you know, I try not to let that upset me. I try not to let it affect my my inner peace and the understanding of who I really am at my core. But it's hard sometimes. So then, you know, I have to think of that song, and it helps me a lot. But, you know, this morning when I saw that, I was going to meditate first. I was going to meditate before I picked my phone up. And so I got my phone and I was going to put a binaural beat song on that I like to meditate to. And I happened to see that I had a comment from Kayla on one of my latest video, and so I checked that out. And while I was doing that, I noticed that Brian Scott had, you know, posted that about Reality Revolution group on Facebook. And so I was so irritated, but I did my meditation. I don't feel like I was really present for the meditation. I feel like I really did, though, I focused on the whole censorship thing, which is, I guess I meditated on that, which is okay, I think. I think it's a good thing to meditate on because, you know, one of my last videos about another issue that I'm frustrated by, Kayla told me that, you know, she goes out to her balcony. She left a comment saying that she goes out to her balcony and she just puts out there, you know, like she sits on her balcony and she just puts out there, please wake up, people, please wake up. You know, just like loving, like, please, please. And so that's kind of how I based my meditation this morning was, you know, just, yeah. I don't want to say pleading, but, you know, just like embracing that concept of people waking up. And I feel like I really did embrace it. But after the meditation, I just felt out of sorts. And I felt like my actions or lack thereof were coming from this place of fear. And it was really difficult for me to make a decision. It was really difficult for me to try and decide what I was going to do with the day. You know, should I go do DoorDash? Should I stay home? You know, I had told my mom that I would go out and scrub her floors for her. And so I was asking myself, should I go out and scrub mom's floors today? What should I do? Just what should I do? And it was really hard for me to make a decision because I was coming from this place of fear. And I talked to Kayla because she called when I was recording earlier. She called me and, you know, I asked her, I was like, do you think it'd be okay if I just stayed home? Stayed my ass at home? She's like, yeah, sure. You're the boss. So I did. I stayed my ass at home and I cleaned. I did some cleaning here at home and made the chicken noodle soup for dinner. Went to the store and got stuff for the chicken noodle soup and some, you know, I want to really be more conscientious about what I'm putting in my body, and so I went and I got greens, and like greens that I will actually incorporate into my meals that isn't predominantly salad, because I didn't want to so you get so tired of salad, you know, there has to be more you can do. And so, you know, I did this Google search because, you know, I do Google searches, and it was like what was it? I said, ways to get your greens without eating salad all the time. So anyways, and it popped up with salad this and salad that, and how about this salad, and how about that salad. I'm like, that's not what I want. So I just put ways to eat your greens. Did that, and I didn't get nearly the amount of salad ideas as I did when I incorporated the word salad into my search. I think it's just all a matter of figuring out how to do a damn Google search, because I don't know how. So, but yeah, so I just, what I did was I just made a couple of quick, simple decisions and continued on with my day, and I think that helped me a lot. But also the song, because I am frustrated. I am frustrated that, you know, when you speak out and you speak out to people who don't want to hear what you have to say, you know, you're told you're crazy, you're told you're an idiot, you're told you're a fool, you're told, you know, all kinds of horrible, mean things. And I think that first of all, you have to realize that, you know, it's not a personal attack, it's not a personal affront, it's coming from somebody who is consumed by a great deal of fear. And so I think when you keep that in mind, I think that it helps you to be more neutral. And I have a new word, and just one sec. It is, I got it from my tarot. I finished my tarot reading thing, so, and that was pretty cool. And I don't really feel like I'm gonna like go into it too much. I might go into like the fact that my man and women spread were exactly the same. I might go into that, but I haven't gotten that far into it. To like, you know, why, or, you know, what exactly the similarities and the differences are. So, but while I was doing it, when I was doing that, I found this new word, and I think it basically means the same as neutrality, but I like it a lot too. I like it almost, I think I like it better than neutrality, but equanimity. Keep your equanimity, and I think it just means stay neutral, stay, you know, even, keep that middle ground, like that one tarot card, that tarot reading was telling me. So I think that when you deal with somebody who is coming at you from a place of fear, just keep that equanimity, be neutral, and realize that they're fearful and that they, more than anything, need your compassion. Which takes me back to the song, because it's basically what the it's basically what the song is saying. And the song goes like this, and I'm not going to sing it, but I am going to say it because it's a beautiful song. And it's called God's Own Fool, and it's by Michael Card. And it starts out, so it goes, "It seems I've imagined him all of my life as the wisest of all of mankind. But if God's holy wisdom is foolish to man, he must seem out of his mind. For even his family said he was mad, and the priests had demons to blame. But God, in the form of this angry young man, could not have seemed perfectly sane. For we in our foolishness thought we were wise. He played a fool, and he opened our eyes. When we in our weakness believed we were strong, he became helpless to show we were wrong. So we follow God's own fool, for only the foolish can tell. Believe the unbelievable, come be a fool as well. So come lose your life for a carpenter's son, for a madman who died for a dream, and you'll have the faith his first followers had, and you'll feel the weight of the beam. So surrender the hunger to save us now, and the courage to say I believe, for the power of paradox opens your eyes and blinds those who say they can see. For we in our foolishness thought we were wise. He played a fool, and he opened our eyes. When we in our weakness believed we were strong, he became helpless to show we were wrong. So we follow God's own fool, for only the foolish can tell. Believe the unbelievable, come be a fool as well." And so, and the way I liken it to this situation is that we are the embodiment of God. We are God in the form of that angry young man. We are God in the form of this angry young person. Not young, but I'm not too old, but, you know, and I am angry, and, you know, and people do think I'm foolish, and, you know, I have become helpless, and in my helplessness, I have received so much love and so much compassion, and I think that that is who we are at the core of our essence is that compassion. When we see helplessness, we want to, you know, help. So it comes down to someone becoming a fool, and for people to see somebody as a madman or a madwoman, for them to maybe actually turn around and say, oh my God, she's right. She's been right this whole time. They're right. They've been right this whole time. Now what do? Well, we follow a God's fool, and we become a God's fool, so other people can follow us. And I mean, I don't know. That's how that's how I found my peace today, is I went back to that song, and I found comfort and assurance in that. I almost see it as a promise. And I just hope that, you know, people start waking up and people start realizing, you know, we all got to become God's fool. We all got to be God in the form of angry people, in to be able to get to a point where, you know, we understand what our true purpose and our true, I don't know, essence of who we are, and who we are supposed to be, and what this journey is all about. For us to get to that point, we have to realize that, I don't know, we're going to have mud slung at us, and people are going to call us crazy, and people are going to say, you know, that chick's full of demons and shit. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know. I believe that, I mean, everybody at some point or another in this cosmic, crazy thing that we're doing called life, is we're all gonna wake up. We're all gonna be woke as fuck and realize who we are supposed to be, and how we are supposed to proceed in life, and what true freedom means. And I don't know, that's my belief. That's one of my belief systems. And, you know, don't forget that you are God. You are God in the form of this, and that you have the power to do miraculous things. You are a divine creator, and sometimes you gotta come out like a crazy, foolish, helpless person for somebody to actually get it and figure out that what you're saying is true, you know. But anyways, that's all I gotta say, and I hope you guys have an amazing Sunday evening, and don't forget to live abundantly.